The senior band members selected their favorite piece from this year, Rush by Sam Hazo. Thank you to senior band members as they just played their last song with the Port Huron Northern Band. Thank you to Eric Sinkmajor, Northern Band Director. Senior choir members will be singing Blessing, arranged by Katie Moran Bart, with the Port Huron Northern Choir, directed by Tyler DeHunt. you to the choir. We just need to give the choir seniors a moment to get in lines, and then we'll bring them out. We're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps. As the Port Huron Northern Concert Choir sings their last song together, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Congratulations, class of 2024. On behalf of Port Huron Schools, Northern High School, and the class of 2024, I welcome you to our 59th commencement ceremony. Parents, grandparents, siblings, and friends, you should be very proud this evening. Let's give a round of applause to the graduates. Before we continue, I must share two requests from the people you are here to honor, the graduates of the class of 2024. First, the graduates would like every name of their classmates read tonight to be heard by all. They ask that you respectfully honor their requests by holding your applause until all names are read and refraining from any noise making that may prevent a family member from hearing the name of their graduate here this evening. It is extremely important that we respect each of the graduates and their loved ones here tonight. The graduates thank you, and I thank you in advance for helping honor this request. Their second request was that we take a moment for them to thank you, their family, and friends. Seniors, please give all of your guests, the people who helped you get here today, a round of applause. As I mentioned, this is the 59th commencement at Northern High School. I am guessing that there are many Northern graduates in the crowd tonight. I ask that Northern alumni please stand. A special thank you to those people attending tonight's events. I hope that you will enjoy this evening with extra Northern pride as you watch the class of 2024 take the next big step in their lives, just as you did as a graduate of Port Huron Northern High School. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Theo Krahulis, Superintendent of Port Huron Schools.
Good evening, class of 2024 and the entire Port Huron Northern community. It's my privilege, on behalf of the nearly 900 employees and the Board of Education, many of who are here tonight, to congratulate you this evening. Our team is so proud of each and every one of you. Today marks a momentous occasion, a day that signifies years of hard work, dedication, and an unwavering support from your family, friends, and teachers. I have watched many of you since kindergarten, and as superintendent, it's my great honor to stand before you and help celebrate your achievements. And I'm not just talking about winning 4 straight years at Memorial Stadium kart racing, although seniors, that's pretty fantastic. Class of 2024, as you prepare to embark on this next chapter of your lives, I want to share a quick metaphor with you. Most of you started driving a few years ago. You notice that in your car, the rearview mirror is much smaller than the front windshield. The design is intentional. The rearview mirror provides a glimpse into what is behind us, while the windshield offers broad view of the road ahead. The lesson here is profound. While it is important to reflect on the past, to learn from our experiences, from our victories and our defeats, it is even more crucial to focus on our future. Your past has shaped you, but it does not define you. The opportunities and adventures that lie ahead are vast, waiting for you to explore and conquer. And conquer you will, Huskies, conquer you will. As you begin the next chapter of your life, stress, pressures, social media, distance from home may make the rearview mirror seem overwhelmingly large. It's also to get caught up in the illusion that everyone else's life is flawless while you are struggling. It's normal to struggle. It makes us stronger. Embrace it. You got this. As you move forward, keep your eyes on the road ahead. Embrace the unknown with the confidence that you are prepared for it. Your time at Port Huron Northern has made you ready. Learn from the rearview mirror. Cherish your memories, your friendships, and your family, but always look forward to the future that awaits you. Congratulations, class of 2024. May your windshield be clear and your journey filled with purpose and joy. Go Huskies.
Thank you, Mr. Krahulis. It is my honor to introduce our distinguished guest speaker today, Dr. Sarah McHugh. Dr. Sarah McHugh is a Georgetown University professor focused on emerging technologies and consults with United Nations organizations and international organizations to foster entrepreneurship, expand trade, and bring technology to developing countries. She is a social entrepreneur, having created an online mentoring initiative funded by Elon Musk, and a global online university for a quantitative finance industry, and also an author, most recently having co-authored a United Nations Guide to Artificial Intelligence for Small Business in Developing Countries. She was born and raised in Port Huron, graduated from our very own high school, Port Huron Northern, and went on to receive her bachelor's degree in political science from the University of Michigan, her master's degree in public administration from George Washington University, and her PhD from Wayne State University, where she focused on national economic development strategies for developing countries. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sarah McHugh, whose insights and wisdom will undoubtedly inspire us as we embark on the next chapter of our lives.
Thank you, Senior Class President Peyton Mikolajek and Student Leader Mackenzie Shagney for inviting me. I am thrilled to be here this evening. Class of 2024, beloved faculty, proud parents, Port Huron Northern Principal, Chagny, and esteemed guests, today we gather to celebrate not just the culmination of years of hard work, but the commencement of a journey into boundless possibilities that await each graduate before us. As you embark on your journey, I'd like to share what I wish someone had told me when I graduated from this high school, when oversized sweatshirts, shoulder pads, and really big hair were a thing. Computers were just being introduced. There were no cell phones. Madonna, Prince, Michael Jackson, and Wham dominated the pop charts, and Friday nights were often spent cruising Huron Avenue with friends, hanging out at a friend's house to play a board game, or going to the Craft 8 Theater. One of those friends from my high school years is with me this evening. Many of you may remember him from your middle school years, and many of you may know him as Mr. Mick or Mr. McLaughlin. We became friends in 7th grade. We experienced so much in high school together, and we have remained the closest of friends. So many here have been blessed by his humor, kindness, and generosity that it is so meaningful to share this full circle moment with you, my friend. To Mr. Mick and all the teachers, your guidance and support have been instrumental in not just their academic journey, but also the person they will become. Your mentorship, your dedication to imparting knowledge, your passion for teaching, and your unwavering encouragement of all have left indelible marks and lessons that will extend far beyond textbooks. I can say with confidence that your impact on their lives will be cherished and remembered. And so, remembering my own graduation, as I began to plan what I'd like to say, I asked myself, what would you say to your younger self? What do you wish someone would have told you when your life was fully open to explore and to embark on a brand new life? And I thought, I wish someone had encouraged me to do the things I will share with you now. And so I left a card for each of you to keep, and so that you might see these reminders through the years, and to which now I will give context. Number one, know something really well. Having taught and gotten to know the hearts and minds, strengths and insecurities of hundreds of students, I can guarantee that every one of you can earn an associate's, a bachelor's, a master's, a PhD, or do become deeply skilled in something. I love that Ed Sheeran and Billie Eilish attribute their success to the 10,000 hours theory, where whatever it is you decide to do in life, if you dedicate the time, you will become competent, able, and expert in whatever it is that is your passion. Perhaps it will take less or more than these hours, but to achieve any dream, be deliberate, be focused, and be determined, for life is so beautiful when you have many dreams, interests, and passions. Number two, with self-discipline, all things are possible. My mom placed inspirational quotes throughout our house, and I now place reminders for my children, such as, one positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. Gandhi's, be the change you wish to see in your world. And my favorite is the quote that I included on the back of your card that you will find in your commencement packet regarding diligence and determination by Theodore Roosevelt, our 26th president. I love this quote because with self-discipline comes self-respect and self-reliance. Quote, the quality which sets someone apart from another is not talent, formal education, nor intellectual brightness. It is self-discipline. With self-discipline, all things are possible. The third is to take time to understand the actions of others. You will experience so many beautiful moments, but there will be hard, bitter moments as soon as you're able, when the rage of anger or devastation from hurt or betrayal extinguishes. Take the time to understand and then forgive. Truly, deeply forgive, for it is an incredible gift to give to yourself. Number four, believe in something. Belief in any religion provides a sense of purpose, moral guidance, and a framework for understanding the meaning of life in our universe that is unimaginably vast, created by a fundamental force that many call God. Participating in a religion will give you comfort when you need it and a community to care for when you're able to help others. The fifth is to understand that temptations in life can become problems. I encourage you to take some time to Google something known as the 7 deadly sins. These are things that you might need to address sooner than later as you progress through life. You know yourself best. Will it be envy, greed, lust, pride, gluttony, laziness, or anger that if you conquer early on will allow you to have an immensely happier life? It's also good to understand the 7 heavenly virtues that I encourage you to also look up when you get home tonight. They represent positive life behaviors that bring integrity in a fulfilling life. 6, do everything in moderation, whether it's Netflix, binging, too much video gaming, using social media, texting, eating, drinking, sleeping, or spending too much. Finding moderation and how you will balance work and life is mature and healthy. And remember, it doesn't have to be this way. If someone told me when I graduated that malls and small shops would disappear, half the working population would work from home, you could have anything delivered to your home, that our planet and incredulously our bodies would be overwhelmed with plastic, that so many would lose their lives to drugs and increasingly to our cell phones and social media that have contributed to a national crisis of depression and isolation, I would have said it doesn't have to be this way. I encourage you to make conscious choices to change the way things are, including supporting local business owners, fighting to end addiction, and making deliberate efforts to be more connected to friends and family. I'm so sorry. 8, spend time with those you love. We all spend so much time staring at screens. If there is only one thing I wish for you to remember, is to be the one who organizes a friend or family gathering, to meet someone for coffee, take a day trip to explore a town, plan a birthday party, a get-together with the neighborhood, when your parents, play dates and hangouts, and kids just aren't getting together as much anymore as they were before the pandemic. And I can attest for my own kids, life is so much better when we focus on spending it with others. Now more than ever, it's so important to focus on being in the moment. I'm fascinated by the concept of, it's the Japanese concept of ichigo ichi, that respects that this moment will never happen again, and therefore gives reverence to the moment. To be fully present with phones down and hearts wide open. 9, give to others in need. As a kid raised in poverty, I remember often looking into the stars at night thinking, I feel so helpless, so invisible. I hate being poor. There's never enough for even the basics of life. When I'm an adult, I will remember what it feels like not to have enough heat, to eat popcorn for dinner, to have the electricity turned off, and to feel the cold judgment of where I lived and what I wore. I tell my children that there will always be someone who has bigger, better, faster, more stuff, better looks, more charisma, more confidence, more opportunity, a bigger house, a faster car. The ones we should spend our time thinking about are those who have less than us. Number 10, it is your right to be respected in your home, in the workplace, and in your relationships. I can't tell you how happy I am that since I graduated, we have reached a deeper understanding in our culture that no means no. Next is to think of yourself less. To be humble or have humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. Be the one who admits when you're wrong, repair the relationship with that apology, the one who encourages those to speak who are silent, calls a grandparent to say, I'd love to know more about your life. And on the drive home tonight says, thanks for all you did to raise me. And take a few minutes to explain what this means by sharing a few of your happiest moments. And the last is to have courage and be kind. I'm sure many of you remember the Cinderella movie released in 2015 when most of you were 9 or 10, and the advice given to Cinderella as a small child by her real mother before she passed away. By the way, why does a parent always die in Disney movies? Frozen, The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Bambi, Peter Pan, The Little Mermaid, of course, Nemo. But I remember watching the incredibly touching scene with my daughter where the mother says on her deathbed, Ella, my darling, I want to tell you a great secret that you will see throughout all the trials in your life. You must always remember this. Have courage and be kind. Kindness has the more power than you will ever know. And I thought, right there it is. Have courage and be kind. Courage goes beyond rescuing someone from a burning building. It means having the courage to stand up to bullies, speaking out against injustice or wrongdoing when most prefer to look away. Courage is needed when overcoming a personal obstacle in illness or addiction, or when some of you will decide to start a business or a nonprofit organization, run for office, or speak truth to power. It takes courage to apologize, share fears and vulnerabilities, and most importantly, as you embark into adulthood, to pursue goals and dreams that others may doubt or discourage. As was the case for me, it takes courage to say to yourself, I can have a better life. I may not be the smartest, and God knows it's going to be tough, but I'm going to do it. And before I get to kindness, I'm offering to anyone in this room with a dream, a hope, an idea, or a question, or just need some encouragement of how to get that better life. You might not have the confidence, but please have the courage to reach out to me. And you can email me at my name at gmail.com. And I will encourage anyone who has a dream or simply a question, as I have been encouraged along the way, in honor of those who said to me, I see you. You're good. You have so much potential. You all have so much potential. Please believe this, and please build a life for yourself that is happy, generous, helpful, and kind. Kindness means being friendly, generous, and considerate toward others, regardless of their background, circumstances, or differences, by showing compassion, empathy, and understanding. But kindness does not mean being a pushover, or sometimes I need to say, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. When you're being kind, oxytocin, dopamine, and endorphins are released. And these are the hormones that bring pleasure and happiness. And so, in closing, I will share with you what I personally think is the secret to happiness based on my life experiences, where I hid so much of what I was experiencing as a kid being raised here, just to fit in. I hated taking the free lunch as others watched me accept those little free lunch tokens that we had as kids. I was sick all the time because over-the-counter medicine was too expensive, so a sniffle turned to a cough that turned into something far worse. I'd be quiet when kids would talk about what they did or the shows they watched over the weekend, the cabins up north and boats and family vacations, and instead of spending a millisecond on what I didn't have, I was relentlessly focused on the future and the life that I wanted to have. I was alone a lot in my childhood, and I've lost loved ones to suicide and drug overdose, and I was working full-time and going to university for 12 years, didn't have time to build relationships, and then I had to find my way in the work world without much guidance. There weren't many role models in my life for the education that I wanted to pursue and the work I wanted to do, so I had to figure it out without much advice, feedback, or wisdom from someone's experience. And so that is why I say yes when I'm asked to teach a class or to mentor someone. It's why I have dedicated my life to a career of public service, and it's why I'm here today to share with you the key to happiness. The secret to happiness in a world full of shadows, the greatest gift we can give to another, is to simply encourage another, to look someone in the eyes and to encourage them to be better than they ever thought that they were capable of being. And so, to the class of 2024, I will close by encouraging all of you to believe you have what it takes to lead your families with patience, tolerance, compassion, and generosity, to develop your best selves, to strive to be the person you don't think is even possible, to understand the freedom in forgiving, to be kind when so many are not, to keep your dreams even when you encounter those inevitable, tough, and unfair moments, to succeed in ways that your children's children will remember, even if it's just being a good parent, partner, or friend, to allow others to define you by your decency, integrity, your help, and your compassion, to create, to be happy, to do good, and to give your very best to yourself, your family, and your community. That is the leader, and that is what I see in each of you. Congratulations, congratulations, graduates. I wish you the very best in all you will do. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. McHugh, for sharing such an important message. At this time, I would like to present to you the senior class song, Good Riddance by Green Dane. On vocals, we have Isabel Driscoll, Isabel Dunay, Olivia Kartheiser, Anna Kerhulis, Addison Lyons, Gabe Stevens, Alexis Stevens, and Adam Stromberg. On guitar, we have Jack Boyle, and saxophone, Tegan Georgia.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
We'll give everyone a moment to compose themselves and them to return to their seats. Thank you. Seated along the side of the arena this evening is the outstanding staff of Port Huron Northern High School who have played such an important role in each graduate's success over the last 4 years. Please give these dedicated individuals a round of applause. We are fortunate to have members of the Port Huron Schools Board of Education with us here tonight. Seated on stage with us are President Lori Oldford, Vice President Frank Partapillo, Treasurer Timothy McCullough, Secretary Jessica Toddy, Trustees Matt Ruiz and Ann Murphy and Josh Chapman. Thank you all for being here tonight and for your commitment to the students of Port Huron Schools. As we move on to the moment you have come here to enjoy, I ask you once again to honor the graduates' request and hold your applause until all the names are read so that all names can be heard. Now, I would like to introduce to you the individuals who have dedicated themselves to the students of the class of 2024, the senior class advisors, Buffy Dingman and Tina Fraley. Miss Dingman and Miss Fraley will be reading names tonight. Will the class of 2024 please stand? Okay, thank you. You can be seated. We're going to begin reading names.
Peyton Mackenzie Mikulaic. McKenna Collins Kitely. Paul Norman Backless. Vincent Lee. Amara Ragesh Makeem. Phoebe Quinn Muir. Gabrielle Marie Hudson. Blake Daniel Shagney. Jamie Diane Sarka. Nathan Daniel Sparshu. Aiden Jeremy Bricker. Nalani Athalia Broderick. Alexis May Stevens. Luke David Maher. Tegan Margaret Georgia. Sydney Annalyn Betts. Mackenzie Lee Shagney. Brady Allen Mayer. Allison May Nichols. Lily Grace Van Howe. Kane Ricardo Hernandez. Eliza Jane Hill. Savannah Rose Forstner. Rory Joy Francis. Anna Elizabeth Kerhulis. Dimitri Andrew Kasperian. Krista Dolores McMillan. Antonio Jose Aguirre Henry. Addison Barbara Lyons. Harrison Fletcher. Aiden David McElroy. Sawyer Schnackenberg. Carter Thomas Dietrich. Trent James Markle. Sebastian Castillo. Jaden Michael McDonald. Autumn Joy Hoffman. Elza Haba. Ella Brennan Beck. Tierra Kayla Baker. Alana Margaret Dooley. Margaret Marie Janae Miller. Hannah Marie McKinstry. Abigail Grace Slosar. Allie Nicole Baldwin. Rachel Jean Zimmer. Bryn Elise Dowden. McNeil William Curtin. Adam Micah Stromberg. Che Jacob Marlette. Che Douglas Densel. Nolan Alexander J. Lavery. Daniel Joseph Moore. Maximus James Williams. Patricio Alexandro Milligan. Donovan Michael Burrell. Isaac Marshall Bugner. Bryson Robert Smith. Zane Allen Scott Kessner. Will Thomas Albert. Eliana Lakauskas. Jennifer Lynn Stein. Julia Ann Marie Smith. Owen Allen Cleaver. Eva Rose Tremper. Tiana Jayla Baker. Leah Danielle Snyder. Kaylin May Warner. Ella Rayanne Duckworth. Megan Riley Nicholson. Zachary Thompson. Philemon James Ryder Borntreger. Logan David Goheen. Nathan Michael Lasky. Luke Thomas Vanderhavel. Natalie Jean Bowers. Samuel Manning Fleury. Omarion Devin Harris. Thomas J. Willie. Damian Gilbert. Lucas William Harrington. Benjamin Stephen Beauchamp. John Hunter Douglas Gage. Dominic Aiello. Haley Ray Cromer. Lillian Marie Ashton. Clara Lynn Andrzejewski. Jacob Thomas Rude. Skylie Angel Barr. Wesley Adam Cloutier. Olivia Grace Kartheiser. Alana Elizabeth Ferrer. Cheyenne Rose Freeman. Gavin Robbins. Georgia Marie Suzinski. Tycole Leron Woodyard. Cole Michael Gina. Landon Edward Hoekstra. Jacob Ryan Rock. David Michael Federley. Braden Blaine Melberg. Yvonne Holmish. Ryan Matthew Forlastro. Benson Eugene Uplinger. Jordan Joseph Maloof. Caleb Clinton Nordberg. Isabel Catherine Dunay. Tanner Edward Thomas Scotcher. Mayan Dansizen. Abigail Faith McCullough. Reese Nola Sloan. Cassidy Ray Carlton. Jayla Marie Gerstenberger. Abigail Sarah Fraley. Haley May Leach. JJ Pickett. Emily Louise Thomas. Lillian May McHugh. McKenna Marie Teach. Levi Rhodes. Stephen Charles Lissy. Tucker Judson Corby. Anthony David Knopfs. Gavin Michael Howard. Timothy Patrick Monahan. Bryson Perry Strauss. Anthony Allen Yost. Kyron Noel Bruno. Riley Noel Higgins. Evan Michael Gillows. Christina Nicole Cotton. Joseph Michael Petrash. Alexis Avery Parrish. Maggie Elise Knowlton. Bailey Olivia Wright. Azalea Jane Hanton.
Lillian Nicole Danielson. Julia Grace Jablonski. Lauren Elise Nutter. Alexis Lynn Umbright. Isabel Rose Driscoll. Joseph David Doyle. Stephanie Lenore McDonald. Jordan Lee Bonnick. Jack Patrick Boyle. Harper Ash. Keith Brendan Simpson. Drayden Anthony King. Riley Christopher Harshman. Austin Owen Heck. Dylan William Gorley. Owen Scott Campbell. Daniel Anthony Haryu. Satoria Peniyoto Madich. Nathaniel Edward DeLand. Sebastian Carter Stevens. Kaya Lee Tynes. Madison Kate Sanchez. Peyton Marie Goodhue. Emma Marie Sainage. Regan Elizabeth Francis. Miles Allen Eckerd. Destiny Jean Roosevelt. Melody Marie Clark. Mackenzie Marie James. Megan Jo Cowdrey. Lacey Nadine Eddy. Amaya Lee Robinson. Richard Furco Scritt. Liam Matthew Karate. Nolan Michael Bowen. Ryan Nicholas Wyatt Crenshaw. Michael Ronald Payne. Logan B. Vandevoorde. Matthew Charles Jokey. Silas Jonathan Klink. Gavin Brady Locke. Isabel Rose Sotheby Hill. Allison Hope Ross. Chris Biberston. Gavin Michael Albert. Jack Curtis Duncan. Ariana Nicole Henry. Kylie Mae Luke Gum. Elia Joe Kondo. Kate Bryn Cole. Taylor Danielle Hamrick. Adriana Lee Stadolski. Addison Catherine Johnson. Ryan Virginia Thomas. Gianna Grace Ventimiglia. Emma Therese Vandergraff. Asher Carl Fitchett. Anel Yitch. Logan Paul Wilcox. Stephen A. Shrewsbury. Kyle Richard Dunn. Matthew Douglas Graham. Emery Margaret Turner. Devin Perry Mitchell. Jessica Ann Poppischel. Mason W. Krantz. Devin Austin Reynolds. Ethan Anthony Wakeham. Michaela Rose Bassett. Eliana Rose Leithorn. Emma Marie France. Taisei Kitano. Cheyenne Lal. Janae Monet Curry. Heather Joy Finch. Jacob Thomas Miller. Salem Holiday. Kaylin McKenna Grace Stafford. Emily Rose Edwards. Talia Marie Turner. Grant Corwin Gates. Amari Navon Morris. Grant Robert Gonser. Jack Murphy Bennett. Jonathan Joseph Petrick. Jaden Michael Graves. Jacob Levi Townsend. Jacob Edward Allen Anderson. Colin Michael Lilly. Lars Christian Kellerman. Amalia Nicole Rosso. Camden Lloyd Osgood. Isabella Marie Bowman. Savannah Eileen House. Cadence Nicole Parrish. Riley Danielle Shanahan. Samantha Elizabeth Fredendahl. Miranda Lee Taylor. Carly Shannon Irvine. Jada Cameron Schott. Isabella Rosalie Comer. Kara K. Schott. Robin Denise Old. Claudia Gil Troncoso. Aaron Matthew Coggle. Douglas Matthew Modrich. Tristan Anthony Peace. Maxwell Samuel Logan Daniels. Gabriel Gerald Stevens. Colin Wade Castillo. Sierra Bryce. Jace Robert Bowers. Evan Jacob Ban. Paul Robert Chenault. Aveen Thomas Campau. Jacob Taylor Burton. Elizabeth Faith Block. Noah Andrew Ely. Natalie Lynn Bailey. Genesis Rose Frederick. Mason James Hall. Casey Olvera Lear. Riley Marie Gardner. Jenna Sue Hill. Morgan Michael Walsack. Wendy Ling Zhang. Rory Lee Gardner. James Theodore Bracken. Brandon Michael Sandler. Ethan Michael Nayur McCart. Malachi Jimenez. Jayshawn Logan Young. Mark Lawrence Pack. Rylan Joseph Chauvin. Rose Franke. Jacob Andrew O'Hare.
Okay, for real this time. Will the class of 2024 please stand? You may now move your tassels. You are now graduates of Port Huron Northern High School. You join the prestigious group of people that call themselves Northern alumni. Great job, great job.